24th of December 2025. Sad and happy at the same time. I'm exhausted. Last 2 days everything was just going through me full on. Everything, everywhere. On the streets I feel jumpy. Falling asleep alone sucks if I can fall asleep. But yeah, I concluded that I am a lightning rod. And I've been drinking just to ground myself a little bit. It's overwhelming. It's not bad necessarily. It's actually nice. Today was really nice, but I enjoy everything 100%. Everything. I feel everything. I perceive everything. And I was just absorbing it all. I fully take it in that I'm charged with energy, and those emotions need to flow through me somehow. They need to. I don't know what the fuck is happening on quantum level, I guess. I don't think there is science behind that yet. It's energy that flows through me, but I don't know. It is exhausting being the one who reads the room so well. I gotta know what is worth a while. But it is impossible to partake in others people's lives without having to conform. So I was just happy seeing people happy today. There is a lot of pain as well, but there was a lot of happiness too, a lot of kindness, a lot of care, and a lot of inner children just going wild around the Christmas tree. At the same time, being aware that I was part of a different family now. That my family, I genuinely believe that their Christmas sucked because I wasn't there, but they made the choice. And that's just how it is. Some people choose to be closed, some people choose to open up. I've been crying a lot these last 2 days. It's impossible not to cry when you see the love and you see the pain. It's exhausting. 5 hours on the Christmas call. I've been smiling a lot. My jaw hurts, but there is still a certain level of loneliness that I feel, and sadness for what is and for what isn't. To let people be, to not try and get into the situations and conform myself to an unacceptable level to suit others. This forces others to change, maybe, but it certainly forces them to sit with the consequences of their actions. Everybody has to do that. I do that too. I am alone and I have to handle all of this by myself, but I chose this. I'm not complaining to anybody about it. Sometimes I wish I could just curl up, disappear. Sometimes it's so uncomfortable that I just want to shred my skin just to feel something else other than that cellular tension, pain, and discomfort. Physical pain would actually be preferable. Anything else other than that. And I really believe that it's like living with a chronic disease. God damn it, I don't know which one is correct now. Chronic. Yeah, chronic pain. It doesn't matter. I can complain to myself all the time. It's not changing anything. I can wish for it to be lighter, to be different. Doesn't change anything. It's literally invisible. I just feel it all. And I figured that I'm making this video for me. Because wherever I'm going to end up in the future, it's this me who made that choice and who survived all this. I really believe these are the hardest times of my life. I believe that. So I don't actually feel bad about saying how hard it is. Because it is fucking hard. And nobody knows. Nobody knows. Nobody. It's hard. And it was just a 3-week period of me going through real hardcore, deep healing. Exhaustion. I think I was sick for a few days too. 2 days, I think. Then sweating. Then going through actual fearful state. Then having crazy dreams. Dreams that are talking to me. Not all the dreams do, but there are dreams that I know they have meaning. And I think I started to live in my reality. I accepted this crazy stuff as it is what it is. I'm not pretending that it's not happening anymore. I mean, I've survived this far, survived this long, doing what I do. It's unbearable at times, but my body was somehow, I don't fucking understand how, made for this. And I've been through enough of miraculous events that now the last 3-week period where my worthiness was triggered, where I don't matter was coming up insanely powerfully. I've healed a lot, but this way it was the emotions were so raw that my mind was driving me crazy, and I don't even know. The self-control, it was almost unbearable to just stay in bed. Just feel everything. Just let the thoughts pass. Horrible, painful thoughts. It was like being tortured. Yeah. And somewhere there was a quiet voice that was saying, just stay with it. Just stay with it. There's nothing else to do. You just have to, just don't be reactive. Don't do stupid things. Don't act on it. Just don't. And don't. It was just one wave after the other. It's almost like when you want to get up, take a breath out of the water, but waves keep hitting you so much that you're almost out of breath. There were breaks in the meantime. There would be every other day I would have a little lighter moment, but my body was still feeling painful sensations, like a lot of tension in my body, but the mind would be a little bit calmer. But I got challenged every single day, multiple times. It's like a non-stop thing. It's I would imagine that's what high performers do. They don't stop. Every day they keep pushing. Every day different memory hits. Every day different, like multiple times a day. Different people, different relations, twists and turns and disappointments and heartbreaks, acceptance of reality. Just because you rationally know what's going on, it's not helping for the emotion to be less harmful. And this had to be some serious fucking deep core stuff, because my mind was going, it was just me knowing based on what I experienced before. And by that, I mean there were very few experiences, but very powerful, where I understood the science behind that. Behind what's going on. When I managed to detach from emotions and observe them as just passing through me. And all that happened so that I could stand strong now. Without support, with my mind being so loud that the stories just continued. I wasn't just like, oh, it's just a story, whatever. It was plain, and it was plain hardcore. And then I just stopped. At times I told myself, just let it play. It's painful, but just let it play. Let it play out, because it's associated with an emotion. Let it play out. Don't resist it. But at the beginning, it wasn't that easy. But towards the end of that period, every day I was able to be clear in my head and understand a little bit, like just be a bit more myself. And just 2 or 3 days ago, I became solid in myself. And yeah, not today, I think just yesterday, I felt like, oh my god, I'm myself again. I have the thought in my head, but it's not taking me. Like, the emotion is not there much. Now it's just a passing thought. And I even thought that if I saw my ex now, if he showed up out of nowhere, my body would tense up at first, expecting an impact. And then I just thought, and then I would just relax. Like literally, just thinking it, my body relaxed fully, and just imagine myself just continuing walking, ignoring completely, just not responding. Because I felt like there was so much energy that it cost me interaction with him. Like, yeah, interacting with him cost me 3 weeks of fucking pain on all levels. Just torment, call it whatever emotion you want, it was not positive. And my body was just feeling it somatically. Tension, pressure, pinching, chest, traps, shoulders, arms, lower back, legs, hip. Different days. Then there was the day when I woke up and I actually didn't feel any pinching at all. All the tension from my traps was gone just like that, miraculously. Just so that, of course, later on it can start happening again. I don't even stretch when it doesn't feel like it. I'm like, fuck that. Tension is there for a fucking reason. I was aware how the idea of money, me not having it now, there was this anxious drive in me to take some control of my situation to make my circumstances better. And I knew that anxiety is not good. People should never act from the place of anxiety. Never. You wait until it goes away and then you make a choice. Then you act. It was just driving me crazy and nothing was happening anyway. I tried to sell some stuff. People were getting to me, so I was frantically checking Facebook. Not too frantically, not too obsessively, but let's just say that I was feeling anxiety rising even more because I was annoyed with all the interactions with people just fucking wasting my time for it not going anywhere. Less stories. I was not associating stories anymore with not getting sales. It fucking sucks, but I know even if I got money right now, I would still feel shitty. I wouldn't even want to go and buy stuff. I wouldn't even want to go and get the things I want because I feel shitty and I wouldn't. You don't want to go shopping when you feel like this. You want to die. Well, this sounds like truth. So yeah, I think that the previous experiences, things clicking into place, and my understanding of things, I took it as it is the truth. Now I know how things work, how it all functions, and I even know that I don't have any other proof. There's not one person alive that would tell me what to do in this situation. There's no book that would say what to do. No video. I remained sane and I didn't do anything stupid. I didn't repeat an old pattern simply because I decided to trust my knowing, my experiences. I somehow told myself, it's just a story, it's just a story, it's not real, it's just a story. As it was playing out and my emotions were burning me alive, I just told myself it's just a story. And I understood that I had to go through everything that I did so that I could actually sit with that shit without harming myself or others, but mainly myself. I genuinely believe that this level of deep work would not be possible months ago, but 2 years ago, if I was going through this, being as alone as I am, I actually understand, and I'm not saying this lightly, why people end their lives. And so I had really big spiritual, whatever, fuck. I fucking hate the word because people are abusing that too. I fucking hate it. Metaphysics. I don't fucking know how to call it anymore. Invisible. So many invisible experiences that my brain just got enough evidence that it's not fighting me. It's not fighting me. It's just like, yeah, weird shit is happening. It is what it is. There is no arguing anymore. I don't know anymore what to make of this thing with the soul is the body thing. It is true. But I feel like there's some stuff missing still. It is true that we are God. I don't think there is any. There is awareness. There is consciousness. And consciousness is everything. Consciousness is energy. It communicates with everything around. That's why we know. That's why you can tell what the other person's thinking or whether they're good or bad for you before you know them. We just ignore it. But more you allow your body to feel, which is, I fucking swear I hope I'm gonna fucking save the world, because there is no fucking way I would go through so much shit just to better my life. No fucking way. Yeah. I don't think I would be doing all this just for me. That's too much pain. It's 2 in 1, so I know I'm healing myself, but my body is basically having more autonomy. It's acting, it's serving me. Like our bodies always do, but now it's serving in the right way. in the way that there is no distortion of beliefs of others that got imprinted on me. I actually embody my truth. And however fucking shitty, when there are unexpected situations, somebody stops me on the street, somebody talks to me, I act without thinking before. I am not paralyzed trying to dissect the situation. I just act, I speak. And I'm calm. There is no doubt in my head whether I'm doing something right or wrong. And when the situation plays out, and then later I'm like, what the fuck? Even if it feels uncomfortable or whatever, I'm like, I fucking went through it like a champ. I gracefully handled it. I was feeling shitty, but on the outside, people would never, ever. There is no fucking way they would think that I am not calm or emotionally calm. That's why I hate Stoicism and the whole ideology. It's not really well thought through. It's stupid, it's theoretical, it's rational, it's just rational. And that's not enough. We are not fucking rational beings. We are emotional beings first and foremost. Stoicism is an ideology because I'm like, I am fucking stoic, but that doesn't mean you don't feel. That means you don't act impulsively, that's all. And to be knowing that what you're feeling is just emotion passing through, and there is no need to overreact, and to actually learn to slow down. That was the thing. I had to fucking learn how to fucking slow down in the most unreasonable moments and situations. When everything in me was telling me, go do this, good, go do that, you need money, you need a job. On the inside, I knew, no, you are going to learn how to fucking rest under that level of pressure. You are going to learn how not to do anything because you know you're not meant to look for a job. And I would spend weeks like that. Drives you insane. It's not like I have a shit ton of money and I can go and do stuff. No. So I really had to learn to do that. And so now I don't feel bad about it at all. I don't feel guilty about not doing stuff because I'm like, there is just so much happening inside of me that I would love that in the future, that people would actually connect me to computers and check my brain activity when I'm going through purging stuff, because fuck, I think the whole thing would be on fire. I would actually love to see what's going on in the brain and how the nervous system, what level of pain are we talking about? And what's going on in the body when there are emotions there and discomfort, but mental clarity. When you're mentally able to say, okay, I understand what's going on, it's all right. When you can say that to yourself, fucking things, I have no idea how to describe that. I have no idea. but it's certainly absolutely unnecessary. That's what happened to me now when I thought that I received emails from the remembrance. So I thought it was my professional email that got like filled forms that I received actually stuff. Potentially first few clients. I don't know, usually I don't think that. Like for a month maybe, every time I get the notification on email, I'm like, oh, maybe it's this, maybe it's this. But this time, I was like, oh my god, it's actually that. Like, I don't know why. Well, your mind just thinks whatever it needs to in the moment to get emotion out of you. But I saw it. I was happy, excited, afraid that the stuff I felt in my chest. Before there was just a slight tension. The moment I thought, oh my god, and I already pictured seeing the emails with actually filled information of other humans who actually got what I offer, who are interested. That's what I pictured. The fear kicked in, and I realized now I wasn't even picturing further. There was this part of me that knew the pain I feel in the chest, I just saw it as such. There's a lot of pain in my chest. That's it. I know the fear. I know I'm happy and excited. Part of me was in shock. I was like, what the fuck? Like, did it actually work? Like, stuff from my head for months, it actually manifested. And a very loud thing in my head was, it doesn't matter what I'm feeling right now, because I know that whatever I feel is just this wave of this new thing coming up. And I knew I'm gonna see the emails. It was like your body starts working for you, even your mind starts working for you. You change your way of thinking, it just works for you. It works for you. And everything looks black when the deepest parts of you are healing. But I was able to self-control. So even my mind, even though the fear kicked in, I was already detached from the emotion, meaning I feel it physically. It hurts. It hurts. It's something you want to run away from normally. But I was just like, okay, I acknowledge it's there. But part of me was like, I'm gonna see the stuff. And I know that whatever I'm feeling right now is just what it is. I want to see it, let it hit me full on, because I know I don't have to respond immediately. I don't have to perform. I don't have to act. I am my own person. I make my own rules. And so I remained grounded throughout all of that. I was so calm in a way. If there was no pain in my body, I would be like a perfect fucking just like a happy person, because I feel nothing and I am super in control. But I felt a lot of ugly stuff. This doesn't give it justice, but whatever. Doesn't make it justice. Ugh. And I was 90% of me, it doesn't matter the intensity of the discomfort that I felt in my body, 90% of me was, I got this. Almost like, I don't care how painful this is just temporary, it's just a wave of this thing coming in my life. But I know that I'm going to take all the fucking time in the world if I need to process that. I'm going to take time to feel excitement, enjoyment, process the shock. Is it real? Isn't it? What's going on? How am I gonna perform? Like, in a healthy way. Like, how am I gonna act with people? What am I gonna say? And that, what am I gonna say and what am I gonna do? Zero concern. Zero concern. There is this fucking deep knowing. I was just like, I will know what to say and what to do in the right moment. Like, when the moment comes. That. I was like, I don't have to fucking worry about that at all. Like, 0 nanosecond. Too much of a thought. And my body knows that. My mind knows that. Because there were so many situations, maybe like 10 altogether, but very powerful ones. Not even 10, maybe 5. Where I speak before I think, and it's fucking perfect, and it works in my favor, and I end up unharmed. So I'm like, I don't have to think about it. I will just say stuff. And I know it's going to be right. And that's it. So then I went, checked the email. It wasn't those emails. And I wasn't even disappointed when I saw that it's not those emails. I was like, oh, okay, so I just misread the thing. But all I was aware of is I am ready for that. I am actually ready. I am like, I can handle the pressure, right? I'm a lightning rod. I can handle the pressure of the grandness of the thing. Because people are doing things slowly, small steps. So they gradually get used to stuff. I don't do small. Oh, fuck no. Holy fuck, you look at my life, I don't do small. I do big crazy things which might appear unsafe. But I always felt fucking safe in my decisions. Something in me did. And I knew. People tell you, start small, start with few clients, charge less. The amount of times I was pondering, should I touch the price? Should I make it less? I was just like, you are not going to fucking touch it, because you know you spent a week pondering the price and you knew exactly when the price was just right. You felt it, you know it. And I go back in the memory and I exactly remember those moments, and there is no fucking coincidence. I know I remember that very vividly for a reason. That memory of my knowing kept me away from touching anything on the website, from changing the price, changing the conditions or whatever, making it more feasible for people to get in. No. So yeah, there was no disappointment in me. That something in me was just like, okay, not yet. But just the emotional thing that happened, I know things don't happen. It's not a fucking coincidence. I've seen my email 1,000,000 times before. Not once was I this like, really, really, almost 100%, this is it. all of me actually believed, oh my God, this might be it. Yeah. And knowing how I reacted in the moment, like, that is such a boost in confidence in my ability now. I fucking swear we know things. We don't need to overthink shit. And because I remained so true to myself, and I kept myself safe when I was going through the fucking 3 weeks of hell. And I've been through hell before. This was... I kept saying to myself when I didn't feel it. I didn't feel another world, dimension, the invisible. I didn't feel it. This was me reasoning. You've seen enough. You know. Don't succumb to it. Don't. It's just another thing. It's fucking powerful, but it's just another thing. You're strong enough now. Now you can provide space for yourself to feel what you couldn't as a child. And I was just thinking, how many moments were there in 30 years of my life when I was made feel that I don't matter, that I don't exist? So many. In such subtle ways. Any expression of myself was always put down. Any expression of myself. And then there was this memory. You know, you read books, you don't move much. You do this, you don't do that. You like this? No, this is not good. You shouldn't be doing this, you should be doing that. Why you do that? Why you do this? And I fucking swear I was a parent. I was a parent on a level. My younger brother, he got help in whatever he wanted to do. He got support. My hobbies, no, you go alone. You go deal with it yourself as a child. And now I'm actually fucking proud of myself. And I know that every step of the way I am a survivor. I always was. When I made a decision, when I made a choice, there was always something in me that was telling me, no, this is it. When I ended my drawing, like artistic class basically, because I just didn't feel like I was enjoying it anymore. And my parents were bitching about it. And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm like, if they really fucking wanted me to continue, they should have done the research and be like, okay, let's go to a class where you can evolve, where your art can actually, where you can improve or learn something new. Because I was like, so they were bitching that I am done with that, but they didn't do anything to actually help me change, progress. No, they were just complaining that I'm done. They didn't give a fuck about my arguments. We're doing the same fucking thing. I've been going there for like, I don't even know when I started. I think I ended when I was going in high school. I don't know. I was 15. No, probably younger. Fuck, I don't even know. I have no idea. But 12, 13, I don't know. They didn't give a fuck. Nobody gave a fuck about what I said. Like, ever. 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 And it's not just that. But there is this emotion of I don't matter. But in a world that's busy, you're a child, you're a parent to your household at the same time as you're a child. You know, you're part of a world. I didn't have a luxury of feeling that I don't matter. I didn't go to bed and cry. I just swallowed it. My body did. My beautiful body. And I know I'm starting to not like that I talk about my body as if it was separate from me or less important than me, because it is me. It is me. And more I allow it to feel, more it's working for me without me having to be in charge consciously, right? So it acts, it walks, it talks without me being in charge. So we are becoming one. We are becoming one. At first, it is a language. It is a form of communication. And mind is the same. I mean, come on. Brain is just part of the fucking nervous system. Nervous system is trauma, but it's information. Nervous system tells you when the person is wrong for you, because the body reads energy of the other person, and it tells you this person no good, and we just fucking don't give a fuck. And then you have to heal your nervous system, which basically means cutting an addiction, which is hard but not impossible. Not at all. It's actually very possible. And I know how to make it easier for people, which I didn't have that luxury. God damn it. And I have two powerful women by my side in whatever capacity they're available. Without them, they were present in my life to help me. Even though my awareness is still bigger than theirs. But so they are not there fully for me. They cannot be. It's just not possible. But without them, I have no fucking idea what I would have done. I just keep thinking the very first time I had a nervous breakdown and I almost moved and threw myself in front of a train. It came out of nowhere. I never considered it. Just everything in me was feeling lack of love in the world. And when you feel that, what's the point of living? My body saved me then. My body and my mind told me, don't move. If you move, you're gonna run, and you'll do it. Don't move. Don't move. part of my brain was calculating. Big part of me was just aware. Don't move a finger. Literally. That's not exaggeration. I remember having focus on my right hand, the second finger. I was just frozen. I was just, don't move. Part of me could predict, you move it, the whole system will go in motion. It was like, you'll just do this, you're gonna run. And I think the last 3 weeks, what I've been through, if I didn't learn, if I didn't trust myself the way I do now, if I didn't know my science that I'm inventing now somehow, not inventing, observing, I might have been considering that. It was extremely unbearable. And I didn't even have money to drink or anything like that to slow it down. It was a full blast of things. And I was desperate at times. I just wanted to stop. I just wanted to stop. And then there would be these few things that kind of kept me going. Few, very few. But it was enough. And I'm still here. I'm still here. I think what's going to be exciting is that when I share this with the world, I don't know when, I don't fucking know how, but when I do, there's already people out there who are trying to put things together and figure things out because their souls are having the desire, the passion, you know, it's there. Scientists. And I will provide just enough information for them to start something big. And I think the progress will be exponential. I really believe I have the keys that is going to unlock many doors, and humanity is going to boom. Science will take on a new intention. There's going to be a new way of doing things. There's going to be a new basis. And all that is going to help people. Because sometimes I'm thinking, like, who the fuck would go through what I've been through? Even if I told you, if you go through that, you're gonna be better. You're gonna live your full potential. You're gonna become friends with your soul. It's gonna work for you. Yeah, you are going to be a god in this world. I wouldn't say this to my best friend. That's actually a way to go. Because I feel like I'm telling you, go kill yourself. Go to the hell of hells. Go torture yourself. However, I think I've been through an extreme, because I see the pattern with the women who are by my side. They're going through a lot. I'm watching their journey. They are companions of mine. The thing is, I did come to accept my position as a leader by this point. It is lonely. It's very lonely to be the first, because nobody has any clue about what you're going through. So it's not like I have a person who would tell me, expect this. Oh, you're gonna be okay. This is gonna be like this. It's normal. It's gonna be fine. I am that person. I am that person for others. It fucking sucks. But if I make it easier for others, then so be it. Because this sucks so much. This fucking is. And I know that my presence, my knowledge that I got, is helping them already. One friend specifically, she tells me how grateful she is that I am there. That she wouldn't have made such progress without me, that she would have felt lost. And so sometimes I just sit and I listen. They open up too, and they help me to let go as well. But it already felt good for me to know that once Awakening kick-started big time, and suddenly she started talking about stuff that she wasn't before, and I was very happy and excited. Finally a person I can talk about this stuff with. So there was a lot of excitement, and I was learning with her how much to share, when to share, what to say, how to be present. I used to be a person who wanted to help others badly, quickly. But I learned a lot that everybody already knows what to do. You just need to provide them with space and actually encourage them. Breathe, relax, and don't push. Take your time. You're feeling shitty, feel shitty. It is insane. But now, saying this, I don't really know how much I help, because I haven't had that level of help. I didn't. I do not have that support. I figured everything out by myself, which is a trial and error. And they, because of that, now have somebody who guides them in a way. They have somebody who can reassure them, reassure them whatever they're going through, it's fine. And I think it's a beautiful thing. It's really beautiful to know that they don't have to go through the mental torment. They don't have to. I already walked that path. It's pretty much a good metaphor. I got to an island, figured out how to survive, and I'm just gonna give a map to the people that come. I'm just gonna give them the map. It's up to them to survive. But it's easier. There's shortcuts, there are roads, there's ways that I know how to do some stuff. Just like I feel a hole in my stomach. I just feel so tired, emotionally depleted. And I'm just curious. I'm so fucking curious. I already have respect for whoever is going to come my way. I already have respect. Because that choice, it's a fucking, like, you're a fucking warrior. You are going to go to your own hell, which you don't know about yet, but you are. Those women will be desperate too, to some degree, because you have to have no other way to choose this way. This is like either or. I either continue dying, living like this, or I choose something new. There's no coming back from that. There's no fucking... No. There's no going back. But everything is already written in the stars. Everything is already in motion. It's already given. My future is already given. Everything is fucking given. We just gotta live through it. Ideas of time I've been pondering a lot as well. Past, future. I know the future is given. I fucking know it. And I don't give a fuck about arrogant people who think that they have a choice. You fucking don't have a choice. Everything is given. Whatever your life is going to turn out to be, it's already given. That's it. And it's given based on your limitations. That's all. And your limitations are results of many factors in your life. And there is truth to that. We are a product of the world until we choose otherwise. You are a product of your environment on all levels, and your body is product of your ancestry. Your mind is product of that too. Not everybody is meant to be fucking going through the hell and being enlightened, meaning just embodying unconditional love. Many people don't, many people want. because having a closed heart and getting that open is a lesson on its own. You hurting someone else might open someone else's heart. But then if you harden because you hurt someone else, all that is already given. It's almost like a fucking predisposition, and then things just click. But in the ground scheme of things, everything's perfect because it doesn't matter how fucked up you think you are fucking important. Because whatever fucked upness you think you're causing to others, you are meant to cause it. Pain puts you in the shitty situation. Pain is gonna get you out of there. As unpleasant as it is, pain is the fucking answer. We live in the world of pain. And people who don't face the pain themselves fucking cause more pain to others. So you fucking better choose. Who do you want to be? You want to hurt others, or you'd rather sit with your pain, get better, and then actually heal others? And that's unconditional love. That's what I do. I've been doing that my whole fucking life. I don't know why my heart never closed. And I have so many reasons to be hardened, to be bitter. It never happened. And I'm like, I don't fucking know why. But my life is already given. And because that was my predisposition, my body, my mind, something stronger than me was pulling me every step of the way. My old conditioning was resisting it, but I still kept going. Why? Because it was meant to be this way. I don't know what happens in the body. I don't understand why my body never, percentage of unconditional love inside of me. I don't know how that works. Maybe it's my awareness was always heightened. I always knew where people were coming from. I never saw evil, vicious stuff. I always understood maybe it was that level of perception that I had somehow naturally, or maybe it's sensitivity. Maybe that's what it is. I just have body that perceives things so well that I knew that even when people did something hurtful, I knew they didn't do it intentionally. So you cannot really be mad at somebody. It's like a child. If a child does something stupid or hurtful, you cannot punish or hate on something that did something because it didn't know any better. And I'm not excusing people, especially not adults. But my awareness was limited before too. What I know now, I had no fucking idea a year ago about. So people who are locked up in their ego or fear, let's say fear, they have no fucking idea that they're doing things they do or why they're doing them. They don't. And slowly they can look into it, but it's all about choices. And I always chose what felt true for myself. I just didn't know how to protect my heart because it's so unconditionally loving. and so understanding, but I didn't know how to protect it because I didn't know that it needed protection, because I felt in the illusion that parents care about me and they're protecting me, that people in my surroundings love me the way I love them. They would do for me what I do for them. And I learned that it's not the case. That fucking hurts, that realization. But when you realize that people just don't operate from the same place, you cannot expect them to have, because of their limitations. It's trauma that limits you. It doesn't matter. My trauma didn't limit me. My trauma was actually harming me. And I started to be fucking serious. Like, I knew that that moment on the train station happened so that I would stop fucking around and excusing, because I heard it all the time as a child. What am I complaining about? My childhood is so bad. Oh my God. That it doesn't matter how much information I took from the outside. I always thought to myself, oh no, there are people who suffered more than me. It wasn't this bad for me. But when you're about to throw yourself in front of a train, when you feel shaking on the inside, just because somebody looks bad at you or talks to you with like really rude tone, that's when I was like, that's why it happened. It was, Daniela, don't fuck around. This is fucking serious. You are messed up because of how you were treated in the past. Start fucking taking it serious. And that's when I was like, okay, I'm not going to be arguing that anymore. So imagine, it actually takes that level of experience to shift certain beliefs. That's when I started to be serious about it. And that's when I started to say no. And that's when I started to distance myself from people that I love, which is fucking hard. It's the hardest thing in the world to do with the world, with the people that you love. It's possible. It's hard, but it's possible. And I think the most important thing is to realize that they are not coming from the same place as you. Yes, your family. Yes, you're meant to love each other. No, some people say, I love you. But they have no idea what that means. They act differently on it than you do. And that's what matters. Watch for actions. Watch for words too, I will say. Don't trust the words, but observe. What is the way they're talking to you? Is it rude? Is it disrespectful? Would you talk to someone the way somebody who should love you is talking to you? And take yourself seriously and be your own judge of, I wouldn't talk like that to someone I love. Then why do you think it's okay when someone else is talking to you that way? There is no excuse for that. And if the person talks to you that way, that means they're not giving you love that you give to them. And you cannot give less love because you are love. So you have to distance yourself. You have to block them. You have to stop contact. You have to... It's a process. It's a process. I don't want everything to sound like, you just gotta do this and then it's gonna be fine. It took me fucking year and a half to finally walk away from my ex. And I know that I had to experience enough shit that even my mind would be like, okay, Daniela, what the fuck are you still doing around this guy? Your nervous system is already fine. You know your self-worth and self-value. You love him, but he doesn't love you. This is not love. He loves you in a way that's, it's just different kind of love, but he doesn't love you. Not the way you love him. Therefore, you're not a match. Year and a half. Same happened when I had to say goodbye to parents, when I made that choice. And I don't know if forever, but until they do radical steps towards healing our relationships, I'm not budging because of a text that says I love you or I miss you. Because I love you and I miss you means I want you back in my life so that I can feel better about myself. Because if you care about somebody, you fucking don't let them out of your sight because you want to make sure they're good and you're going to do anything it takes for them to feel better. That's love. That's care. It's, are you okay? Do you need help? What can I do for you? You write a fucking long message. I want to get in touch. I have to. I fucked up. I don't know what you do. But you're not gonna fucking just write, I miss you. What the fuck is that? Okay, you miss me. So what? Keep it to yourself, will you? And we think it's so romantic when somebody says, I miss you. No, it's not romantic. And it's not good. I miss you? Well, you should have thought about it before you fucked up. I miss you. Please, come and help me feel better. That's what it is. Well, now I know. So now when I see a message like that, I'm not emotionally falling for it. Does it hurt? Of course it hurts. It doesn't hurt in the moment. It takes 6 hours for me to get the emotion out, and then I cry. While I just go about my day, I do things, and then the emotion just floods out, which is, of course, normal. It's like, fuck, I don't know how that shit works, but it just works. Like this. In the past, I would fall for it. I would go back and give people opportunities they don't deserve. And they got plenty. All of people that I love got plenty of opportunities. Oh my God. So yeah, you really gotta, I had to go and experiment, trial and error. And I had to do it shit ton of times to really be like, what the fuck, Daniela? It doesn't make sense. They don't give a fuck about you. Now go cry about it, but don't fucking go back. So I started to measure other people based on how I treat them. And you have to heal guilt and shame. I don't really think I have guilt and shame anymore, come to think of it. There are leftovers, it's like echoes, but it's so little that I don't feel threatened by it anymore. That it would make me do something stupid, go back. But a lot of that was healed when I was getting rid of stuff that means something to others, and they were keeping me in the loop with old memories, old emotions. I think a lot of that is when you're able to throw away something precious from a precious moment or something like that. It's a very hard thing to do. And people hold on to things, especially hoarders. Jesus Christ, what the fuck? It's like a house full of emotions. You cannot let go of your past. How the fuck? You're gonna be living the same shit for like the rest of your life. Wow. That's what it is, because we're fucking complex. But And there was this one realization that I had, a realization experience when I was on mushrooms. The first time, that was my body. My body is really sensitive, so a little bit is pinning me to the ground. I'm not gonna fucking walk until I am able to see and know that I can talk. Just pinned on the ground and feeling everything. I was feeling waves going through my body, like literally a wave, like as if my body was doing this. So that's how it felt. But of course my body was just lying on the ground. But the heaviness, the vibrations, that it actually was similar to like the dreams that are that were the scary dreams that I used to have. I don't know, like petrifying dreams. I don't know. Paralyzing. I couldn't speak in those dreams because I felt like evil. Like at that point, I thought it was a devil, because as a Catholic, that's what you grow up being afraid of, right? A devil. So I would have those dreams when I was afraid that it's been a while since I was in church, blah, blah, blah. But every time I got a dream like that, I was stronger in my belief in God, so the evil didn't have power anymore. But the vibrations I felt when I was high on mushrooms in my body, when I zoomed in on a scary part of the forest or the dark colors, I was basically afraid. Those vibrations were pretty similar to those dreams. And when I focused on the pretty rainbowy sky light kind of vibration, let's say, there was almost no sensation in the body. And it felt boring. I'm gonna be honest. It felt fucking like, what the fuck is this? Like, I feel nothing. I feel nothing. And there was a part of me that just came to understand that it is the heavy emotions, because I felt it in my body. It literally pinned me to the ground. But there was this sick satisfaction I got from feeling it. I was just feeling it. I was savoring in that heavy fucking vibration. Well, because, I mean, of course, part of me was like, okay, it's not a scary dream. It's not a horror story of my life. I'm high on mushrooms. I'm feeling vibrations in my body, so I'm gonna feel it. But I fucking swear, I was like, there is this density. Let's call it density. Our bodies are dense, right? And I would say that heavy emotions, see? It even makes fucking sense. Heavy emotions are denser emotions. And I feel that that duality actually is what enables physical manifestation. And fuck, I hope I know I said something super deep. And I know it makes sense, because if it was bullshit, I wouldn't have said it. It is actually, like we say, we have a dual world. You cannot know the good if you don't know the bad. But if I told you that the bad is what actually makes life on Earth possible, it's almost like a necessary condition. Without that, we couldn't be here. So there has to be certain heaviness to keep us grounded almost. Because feeling enlightened, well, when I say that, I mean just like feeling like not just that nothing worries you and you're just in the restful state. I mean like you don't feel anything. That is fucking boring. And yeah, your body feels light. It's like you are floating in the space, but not even moving. So it was that level of realization that I had. I was like, oh shit. Like, it's actually the fucking fear that keeps us here, which actually explains why there would be animals that eat other animals, because that is a fear enough, like survival. However, we can still be afraid of things and be in touch with the light aspect of us, which is soul. Because your soul, your intuition always fucking tells you where is the safe space. So when you become one with your soul, which is your body, when you do everything that I did, just a little bit easier. When that happens, I think that's supposed to be the ideal state we're supposed to be in. It is okay to be afraid if you don't let it control your life. If you allow yourself to feel emotions, which we live in the world of, we're suppressing ourselves. Christmas nails, today. We don't allow ourselves to feel, which is unfortunately how it went. I mean, that's just humans. It's wars, and world too connected and too destructive, and the fear being so big that it blocks everything. I think it's the evolution of humankind that, because there were always wars before, but the world wasn't that connected and it wasn't that threatening. It was just threatening to the local situation. It wasn't necessarily global. But with the, smart brains coming up with weapons of global destruction, people were just really afraid of everything, and that traumatizes the shit out of you, and then it's hard to overcome that fear. So I think that's the reason of why we have heavy emotions, which, let's just say fear. Because it is the fear. Everything else stems out of fear. At some point. But I was pinned to the ground. It was almost like I understood gravity at that point. I was like, it's this that keeps me down here. Otherwise, I would be floating somewhere in space. And I don't need science to confirm that. I have my own experience and deeper knowing. I just know that that's what it is. And if some smartass wants to go and dedicate a lifetime to try and figure that out, sure, do whatever you want. I don't need science to know that it's true. But it would definitely benefit humanity. That's why the duality, that's why we live in the world we live in. And it's true. Without the shittiness, we wouldn't know how the good stuff, like, we wouldn't really... I wonder if that explains why there are always ups and downs in life. It's like, yeah, everything is interconnected, right? And we are dependent on the rest of the world, whether somebody likes it or not. Welcome to the reality. Pew, pew. Because it's just the troubles and problems that show up every now and then that, you know, it keeps us here. Because otherwise you wouldn't really give a fuck about anything. But like, I know that I can move with the new perspective and new knowledge that I have. Like, my real self can live a life. It doesn't mean fear is not there. I mean, hello. Of course fear is there. But I think for me not to float in the clouds, a certain percentage of fear is fine. Maybe like below 5% of fear is doable, bearable, manageable, and just enough to keep you like grounded in like, okay, I'm a human. I am living here on this earth and there's life around me and I gotta figure out how to move through. But when your intuition takes on the rest, it's also true that now I am not really afraid of anything. I don't have anybody. I don't have kids to worry about. I'm not responsible for anybody other than me. And I know that I'm following my inner guidance. And so I've been through so many shitty situations already that I survived, that there would have to be a completely different life story that I have not experienced yet. But regarding the fear, like, when you're like me and you don't mind anymore what your mother or father think of you, well, baby, that's like, give me a trophy and kill me now and I die happy. That's freedom. That's really freedom. It's not like I don't care. I mean, yes, sure, I wish it was different, but I leave it at that. I'm not losing any sleep. I still have really big dreams regarding my family, especially the 4 of us, but I don't, yeah, this is interesting. It's not, I don't have dreams with man. There was maybe a week that I did, but that was like, man, not even from my life. It was just like some fantasy shit. But those love stories, I don't dream about. Everything that I'm healing is literally connected to the family. It is. I don't even dream about the dream. Well, I mean, I'm not supposed to fucking dream about the dream man because, you know, I'm healing old shit. Dream man is not part of my past, that's for sure. But those dreams, I realize that I am more detached every time that I observe. I'm not happy, but I have me. And there was this huge dream that I had before that was about it was multiple dreams. I felt I was disconnected from anyone I knew. I didn't have my phone with me. There were floods happening, and I wasn't in my hometown. I'm back home. But I knew approximately where I was, and I was just like, if I can just only get in the car of someone else, and if they drop me off, I'll be fine. I know the city, even if nobody's there in the house, I just can find help. I know people. It was scary, it was terrifying, but every step of the way, I calculated just turn right or turn left. This here, dangerous. Okay, I'm getting out of here. Next, look around you, who is trustworthy. And even though there was a woman who said that she's going, basically it was pretty high chance she was actually gonna go through my hometown, like 99% chance. Only if she chose another route it would be different. But I heard it, but I read her body language. I read her energy, basically. That's what I'm gonna say. I read her energy, which means all of her. The reason of she's going there, it didn't fucking matter. Because I didn't trust who she was. It doesn't fucking matter where somebody's driving. Because if they're fucking asshole, they can kick you out of their car. They can lie to you. They can do whatever. So, yeah, why trust reason when you have all these beautiful tools at your disposal? Just start fucking listening. More you start listening, more your body's gonna trust you, and more it's gonna act in your, well, it's gonna be purging shit, but it's gonna trust you to release old stuff. It's gonna trust that you know how to keep it safe while it's doing its thing. And once the purge is gone, you will see these little moments that you never even thought about consciously. You weren't getting ready for them. They just happen. And your body acts for your favor, where there is almost like no energy expended. It just flows so fucking beautifully that there is no energy expense, there is no extra thought, no stress, no nothing. You just are. And you just realize what happened after it had happened. I wonder what the world would be like if children were actually allowed to feel everything, and how attuned they would grow with their intuition, and how much more prettier their life would be, or like the world. Because this is really hard to do for generations that already like are full of shit. But children are not full of shit yet. They're already full enough. Even 3-year-olds, I think, would already have so much. Yeah, parents really are horrible at parenting because they don't really know what it is. You know, nobody teaches you. You just have a baby and You try to keep it alive. But if children actually, like, that should be fucking mandatory. Go and express anger in a safe way. Go and cry and go and talk to somebody about what troubles you. It doesn't have to have any consequences. Parents shouldn't even fucking know, because parents need to heal themselves. If you have a parent who is not self-aware or in self-control, you don't want parent to know. But there could be some nice establishment, I don't know, something fancy for children, made fucking like, you don't. The problem is the world treats people as if we were fucking made on a bežiacom páse, like robots. But we are unique, every single, and we are not just unique, we are unique to the fucking fingerprint unique. Like, we are so fucking unique. It's not just you are a unique soul. You just gotta embody that, because nobody ever will be like you. Nobody will ever know the same people and go through the same shit of experiences that you've been through. You are fucking unique. And all those experiences unlock special things inside of you. Yeah, shitty, it sucks, but that's how it is. And the world is messed up in so many different ways and so many different areas that we need people in shitty environments who get in touch with their soul, so that then they can help in that shitty environment. That's what we need. I'm not going to save the whole fucking world. Not a single individual cannot do that, but we're supposed to be a web and help each other, and it spreads. And I think more good rich people can enable that a lot. Like, I wasn't sure in what time frame healing of the world could actually be, like, tangible almost. But 50 years plus or minus, depending on what you're looking for. But yeah, I think it could be something like that, 50 years, because when you look technologically, the progress we make, I believe with the right information out there and money in the right hands. Look, soul's purpose is fucking unconditional love. Like, we are unconditional love. It's just how much it's locked in your body. How much is your body blocking unconditional love from going through? So the moment you allow your body to feel, it's going to be clear enough for the intuition to be loud, and your intuition will guide you to more fucking cleaning of the shit, but also towards your purpose, which is fucking unconditional love, which is just to care and help others. Imagine the fucking effect that can actually have on the world. One person helping the other, poof, 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 poof. And when it's like powerful people with money, they can fucking help others in like big ways. Like the changes can actually happen fast. I mean, if heal within 2 years and have this fucking, well, within 2 years, okay, let's say it's more than 2 years now, but it's been just 6 months since I actually understand the things that I do, like on a level where I detached from emotions, pretty much. Yeah. And I have all these understandings of something unseen. I think it can actually happen quicker than we think. But people should focus on themselves. Because when you are not focused on yourself and you're focusing on the other person or a group of people or whatever thing there is, you are avoiding the work. You are avoiding the work. And you are making up an ego identity around a good cause, but it's still egoistic. It's still not coming from your soul. You're gonna fuck up. Doesn't mean you're not gonna cause some good in the world, but it's not it. It's not authentic. Almost 2-hour long video. I have no idea why it went on for so long, but I guess I just needed to talk. No matter how tired I feel. But it does ground me. It's not all that shitty. I just wish to be out of the situation. Jesus Christ. All those moments that I decided to keep pushing through. Fuck, I am a badass. This version at least knows what's going on, but fuck. I don't even know which version of me was better. If it was the few months ago, when I didn't understand the things the way I do now, or if it's this version of me now that because of the understanding and of trust in myself that I have now, I actually really sit and feel the pain. I guess it's both, because it's all of this whole period of my life. It's just, it's new. It's so fucking new. Every step of the way. And when you think it's gonna become easier, yeah, because you know more. You are more of a solid anchor for your inner children to now be like, okay, now I'm going to feel like shit. Now I can actually feel a full-blown thing, because, well, willpower. My willpower is fucking amazing. It was made that way because, I mean, I wouldn't be where I am now, if I would be at all, if I didn't have willpower like that. Would people curse and call being stubborn? No. It's you know, and when you know, and nothing can fucking budge you. Doesn't matter who says what. When you know, nothing else matters. And sometimes you know, and you just want to be out of this shitty situation, and I'm worried about how many more shitty situations there's gonna be.